How much does the third period wipe away what happened through the first two periods?
Well, in the third period, Brass, Zook, and Nasher, took the game over. That's one of the best periods I've seen, three guys play in a long time. And tough to get any rhythm or momentum in the first two periods. I mean, we spent 14 minutes in the box, so we were down 3-0 and fought back.
Is that something you'd like to build off to, the fact that the team overcame that adversity and put together that third period?
Well, again, it's not easy at all to come back in this league at any time. To come back from a 3-goal deficit is obviously huge. And we obviously Brass's line there, I thought, really took over that period and gave us momentum and played quick and were strong in front of their net. And unfortunately, in the first two periods, when you got 14 minutes to kill, it's tough.
How much more impressed were you by the third period, given the way the Wild have played defensively so far this season?
We talked about it before the game. I mean, they've only given up, I think it was 4 goals or 5 goals, 5-on-5 or 4 or 6. I'm not sure which number there. We're giving up 22 shots a game, which is an incredibly low number. So they could play real well defensively, and they don't give up a lot to the opposition. We were fortunate in the third to create some gritty opportunities that we were able to score on.
Did you think John's hit was just a matter of frustration at that point when the game was going?
No, I mean, I haven't looked at the replay, but from behind the bench, I just thought he was back checking hard, and I didn't see exactly what he was on his horse trying to come back hard and help out.
What did you tell your players after the second period?
I mean, we had another period to play, and I know Hank spoke up there and said a couple of things, and we wanted to 5-on-5 prior to the game. We wanted to make sure we had a solid third man, and then we were picking up their Ds because their Ds were involved in the attack. They beat us on 2 of the 3 goals that way, so we addressed that, and Brass's line just went to work.
With Kreider's aggressive style, do you feel like he has to modify his approach going forward?
I didn't see the replay of the hits, but I mean, he's a big, strong man that's powerful skater that gets in on the forecheck, so that has to be part of his game. Now, I don't want to comment on the hit because I didn't see the replay. So.
The guy's got to remember his first NHL goal anyway, but to Blair, to have it happen in that period and the way that game went at that point, what do you think that's going to be big for him?
Well, obviously, he's going to remember that goal. You always remember your first goal. He hadn't played much to that point. I mean, 14 minutes in the box, and I don't use him to kill penalties. So he was fresh, and he showed a burst of speed on the wing, and he beat the goaltender on a pretty good shot.
It's not just a goal for him, but he seemed to be one of the better forwards tonight as well. How difficult is it making the decision about playing him, not playing him, in terms of getting those top 9 minutes?
Well, when he plays the way he did the last 2 games, it's not hard. He played a real solid game in Montreal, and tonight, the minutes that he played well. So, I mean, it's not a matter of, talent has no age. When you're talented and you go on the ice and you perform, you play. But tonight's a game where he probably didn't play as much as he had in the past. I didn't see his ice time in the third there, but first two periods wasn't a lot.
Is that third period even more impressive to you because you were down a forward and defenseman for essentially half the game or more?
If you'd ask the players, they'd say the more minutes, the merrier it is. So I'm complaining about that.
How happy were you with Klein's play when he got?
Yeah, I mean, losing Johnny, and I thought Kleiner, got us that first goal, a real good shot. But the important thing on that goal was the traffic in front of the net with Nasher standing right there and the goaltender not being able to see anything. But Kleiner had a good game for us tonight.
Were you even more impressed that you guys scored the 2 and make it 3-2 and they answered right back, taking 4-2? Just to not say?
Yeah, I mean, we could have, sometimes, you're pushing, you're down by 3, and then you get close, and it could have been a deflator. Is that an English word, or am I inventing something here? Am I good?
Yeah, good.
It could have been one of those, but, it didn't. Cabras's line came right back, and obviously that's a big 2 points for us.
Did you feel the momentum change on the bench as the goals were going in and as the things were back and forth?
Oh, when we made it 3-2, you could feel that, we had more jump and we were skating a little bit better. They make it 4-2, but we responded real quick. So, it's one of those games where it seemed like the last shot wins.
Was that
Found a way to win it.
Was that one of the more wild third periods you've been part of?
Yeah, it's right up there.
With your lineup game to game right now with the forwards, is it about kind of like who you think your best 12 are? I mean, even position-wise, just like who are the 12 I want tonight?
Yeah, that and the opposition, we got to make some adjustments there. But, yeah.
I'm sure it never got to the point where you were worried about Zuccarello's slump, but now how big of a weight off the shoulder could that be for him? Okay, I shouldn't put words in
Maybe
your
I
mouth.
was worried about it. No. Matt's a real intense competitor, and probably when he's going through one of these phases, you've got to reassure him probably more than anything else. He can sometimes, I don't want to say overthink it, but he really puts a lot of pressure on himself. So tonight it was good. Like on their third goal, it was his man. Like he was third guy and he got beat. And you could see he was getting down. Hopefully a period like this gets him going. Okay, thanks.